I just finished launching another private label Amazon product, and I'm going to take you through the startup costs as well as the expenses and profits for the first 3 months of this product. And I'm also going to show you the timeline it took. So I'm going to show you the amount of time it took for samples, manufacturing, shipping, and how long it took to actually get it up and running. Let's get into it. Now, I can't tell you exactly what the product is, but your hint is it's a very, very specific welding replacement part. Go get them. Now, for the timeline of this product was very, very slow, much slower than my other products have been to launch. So I initially ordered samples for this product in June 2nd, 2024, and I ordered from 2 different suppliers. Now, those took a bit of time to arrive. One took about a week, one took about 3 or 4 weeks. So it took me a while to decide which one to go with and which one to fully order from. But I put in my main order on July 9th of 2024, about 5-6 weeks later. Now, everything was going smoothly up until I was sent photos of the product in packaging right before it was about to get shipped out. And I noticed that it was missing some parts that it was supposed to come with. Now, this was both on me and the supplier. I didn't do a good job of communicating that those needed to be on, but to be fair, it was the equivalent of shipping out a piece of furniture without screws included in the packaging. So they weren't faultless either. But because of that, there were some pretty annoying delays there. So we had to have it shipped back from the shipper to the factory. It was pretty annoying, but it ended up getting shipped back out on August 22nd. Just be sure to be very specific when you're ordering from your suppliers. Don't assume anything because it can cause issues like this. Now, shipping, it took quite a while to arrive. It did not arrive until October 24th. Yes, almost 2 months later. It is what it is. This is how you learn. Now, funny enough, the first sale for this product was actually 3 weeks before it first arrived on October 3rd. That's because I'm just that good at SEO. I'm just kidding. It's because the niche is so small that just by being active, you would have been top 5, 10 in the search results just because there's not enough competitors on those keywords. But next, let's get into the startup cost. Got my handy dandy whiteboard here to help me out. Now, when it comes to launching a product, there are only 3 things you can really spend money on, and that's going to be samples, that's going to be photography, and that's going to be your actual cost of goods. Now, there are other things that you spend money on, but those are not specifically related to launching products. Now, my costs for those big 3. For samples, I didn't spend anything because I actually received this product indirectly because it came with a different product that I was already selling, so I already had it on hand and I just decided to sell it from there. For photography, I did my own photos once again. The reason I did my own photos was because the photos in the niche were already all pretty bad, so I thought I could do it better myself anyway. And my startup cost for this was already so low that I would have spent more on the photography than I would have on my cost of goods. So for that, I wanted to just wait and maybe in future I'll improve photos, but for now I'll just do it myself to save the money. And then third, for my cost of goods, I spent $1,696.60, including shipping. Normally I would split those 2 costs apart, but because of how complicated this product was with having to have it shipped back and forth, it was kind of convoluted and I couldn't quite parse out exactly how much was spent on shipping and how much was spent on the product. But total, it was about that much. And that was for 500 total units, so my cost of goods was a bit over $3. So we're gonna get into what you guys came here for, the results. We're gonna first get into the first month of this product, which is the calendar month of October. And understand, this is not a full month because sure, the first order was on October 3rd, but the shipment didn't actually get checked in until October 24th. And I didn't turn ads on until that same day, the October 24th. So it is going to be a bit lower than normal. For the month of October, did $3,912.16, which was 139 units sold. And for that, the costs were $476 on cost of goods, $57.06 on advertising, very low, $1,469.97 on Amazon fees. That's stuff like pick and pack fee, placement fees, blah, blah, blah. $24.63 on refunds. And then the important number, $1,844.50 of profit, which was a 48% profit margin and a 396% ROI. Now you may notice in the last video, I did not include refunds/returns, and that's only because I did not have any. Now month 1 was cool, but that's not even a full month. Let's get into month 2, November. Now, November isn't a full month either. As you may notice, I am posting this in November. That is because it's sold out. So for November revenue, we did $9,842.49, and that was 357 units sold. Now, for expenses, the cost of goods were $1,213.80. The advertising was $285.97, a lot higher than the month before, but also very low compared to the total, much lower than most of my products are. For Amazon fees, we had $3,477.89 and $260.73 of refunds/returns. So for the fun number, that left us with a profit of $4,586.10, or a 46.7% profit margin. 378% ROI. Almost forgot that. Now we're having very much a first world problem here, which is selling out of our inventory. The first rule is normally do not run out of stock, but I'm happy to run out of stock in this scenario because I only expected to be selling about 100 units a month. So I will very much take that. Now, something not shown here is I only had my advertising on for about 3.5 weeks. So I didn't even get to keep ads on for a full month. If I was able to run this product hard and be able to stay in stock, I expect it'll do 600 to 700 units per month. So I've reordered accordingly, and I will give an update for this product later on. But now for final thoughts, why do I think this product worked? And yes, in my opinion, this did work. If I had ordered enough inventory, I expect I would have been doing about $15,000 a month with this, and I will be doing that once I get this reorder in. But the reason I think this works so well is a mix of three things. First off, the total market was extremely small. Now, normally you want to have a bit of a bigger market so that you can have more proof that this product will work. Like seeing a bunch of new people come into the market and do well is a good sign that you too can come in and do well. But in this case, I really only had one other competitor. There was only one other product that I was competing with, because this is a product that used to be patented, but its patent expired. So there was no other people selling it. There was only one person selling it at about $35. So I decided I could come in and sell it cheaper at about $28. Now, the second reason, in my opinion, why I think this product did so well goes hand in hand with the first one, which is this is a very small market, but it's also an extremely specific market. People who are looking for this are looking for a very, very specific replacement part for a very specific product. So I came in selling the exact same replacement part as name brand, except I was 20% cheaper. Well, guess what? If you have two options, one's a ton cheaper and it's the exact same thing, you're probably gonna go with that. Common sense. It's like buying the name brand versus great value. The name brand may be slightly better, but they're essentially the same thing, and great value costs a lot less. Most people are just gonna go with great value. And then third, and the final reason why I think this product did so well is just because, once again, like last time, gross margin was extremely high. My margin before advertising was 51%, and my ROI before advertising was well above 400%. If you can blow 50% of your margin on advertising and still break even, it makes it hard to lose money, especially when you're in a situation like this where you're only spending 3% of your revenue on advertising. It just makes it hard to fail. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you have any other metrics you want me to include, any other info that you want me to add to future videos, please let me know, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, goodbye.